Wow, do you guys see what was happening in the background? Oh my gosh, so there was a group of Imperials trying to kill Gelada. I know I've only got the teeny tiny screen over here. It's because wasn't actually super available yet. But there's a group, but it took them like 20 minutes to kill Gelada. She died, but like they'd have like 3 people alive at a time tagging her and running back. Kind of amazing. They got the job done. We are putting together a group to go defeat Defender Gelada, who is now fixed over on Hoth as part of the Dark versus Light bosses and part of Galactic Seasons. We are killing Enchilada. If you would like to join us, please whisper the character, I believe Grabadne. And that is on the Republic side, Starforge server, any level, as long as you have your ship. You do not need to be subscribed. I have just updated my Dark versus Light bosses guide as well. If you need to do it with your guild instead later, I have the map up for Defender Gelada, PINA, COLADA, Gelada. But we are putting together a group, and we'd love to have you here. So let me go make sure I have everything turned on here. What do I have to press? Captions. There we go. And it looks like the software is working today, and you can now watch on YouTube as well. Yesterday it was broken. All right, let me get that running, and then we will go take a look at the news, which we did actually take a really good look at the news yesterday.
I would like to see the baby.
I'll tell you why. That's right, Starforge server. Yeehaw! Hey everybody over on YouTube. Hey JR. Are we hunting for Pina Colada or Geladas? Both. Both of the above. All of the above. Everything. Delicious. Alright, so today is Thursday, August 29th. The sale of the day is hilarious. So the Onderon Guardian bundle is actually part of the current bundle sale that's going on in Star Wars The Old Republic. And it's really awkward. It must have been like a preset kind of thing. So if you go to the on sale tab, you can sort by price, and you can see all of the bundles that are on sale right now. There's some really good ones. I've got a little guide up on the website about ones that I suggest and all of the prices. Hilariously, there was the Ancient Jedi bundle. Does it even show up in here? Nope. The other one, hang on. The Guardian. Oh, it doesn't even show up on the on sale tab. So the Onderon Guardian bundle is the sale of the day, but it's normally only 390 cartel coins for this sale, this special bundle sale, but it's listed as 1950 right now. Super awkward. Don't buy it at this 50% off price, because it's like 90 or 70% off or something like that if you wait till tomorrow, hopefully. Is the group Republic side? Yes, Republic side, Starforge server. Must have your ship. No experience required, no level requirement, no gear requirement or anything like that. Yeah, just send us a little whisper. We're going to be having you whisper the character Grabney, who is DCH's character. Yeah, I'm hoping it goes. I hope it goes back to 90%, but it might not. It might just break entirely. So the most recent update is update 7.5.1, and that includes Date Night for Vet and Eric Jorgen, which I still haven't had a chance to play yet. Oh, so sad. Dark versus Light bosses, Galactic Season 7, and some big gearing changes that I've really been diving into the math the last couple of days. And I'd love to go over that with you guys after we do Pina Colada Gelada and see if I'm on the right track now. I think I am. I think I am. Feel like pina coladas and geladas out on Hoth. PvP Season 6 is currently running, and so is Galactic Seasons Season 7. And along with that Galactic Season Season 7 is also the Dark versus Light bosses and the Bounty event. And we've got guides about all of those on Swtorista.com. As always, big shocker, I know. All right. So Zach brought up something interesting to me. So in previous Galactic Seasons, you would have on level 1 this little item, and that would be your quest or your companion or whatever the story is. And then later on the track there would be more. But Zach pointed out, well, as part of the website, I went and cataloged everything in the track, and there's nothing. And he was like laughing about it. He's like, there's no more quest. It just ends, and there's apparently nothing else on the track. So I'm trying to figure out, is there no story and any no more story, or is it that it unlocks in some other way, for example, with time. Maybe with time more unlocks. We don't know yet. Comdriver says, wish I could use preview on bundles. Oh yeah, so this is the easiest way to go about that. So let's say you want the Undoran Guardian bundle, but you want to be able to preview it. It says, item cannot be previewed. Some, not all of the sets, if you just search for them, they'll be there. Not all, but some. So now I can preview the item in that set. Ta-da! I just look up the actual item. And what's the other item? Undoran Guardian's Cutlass. This obviously won't apply to all. Those items do have to be on the Cartel Market. But yeah, there you go. There was never a story to begin with. Hey, there was at least 2%. Oh. I wonder if Gelada's broken. I wonder if she's not counting towards the achievement. She is kind of broken. Maybe they forgot to update the achievement connection when they fixed her. I do know it also can get funky if other faction. I know. You're working on DM? You're on Darth Malgus? It counted for your Ocean, Jamie? Good. Oh, good to hear. Oh, Unison said meant they're working on the achievement too. Example. Okay, well, it looks like they're fine. I wonder if the story is the bounty contract week. No, that doesn't count. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. I don't consider it. All right. Okay, counted for the DVL achievement. If you're at 7 to 7, then it doesn't count. Yeah, I think someone was asking about the achievement in general chat, and then I was curious too, because PINA Colada Gelada, a little funky. Okay, I think that's it for the news. Did anyone else want to join us for Defender Gelada on the Republic side Starforge server? If you're interested, please whisper me at, or sorry, whisper grab Denis. Please let me know ASAP in chat if we're waiting for you, so I know to wait for you. Oh, I'm gonna go take a better picture of her. She's up on my instance. Before I could only take a combat shot of her. Look at this. Woo! Too close. Sorry. Don't need to scream. No need to scream at Defender. Oh, she's so pretty. She all glowy. So wait till she's full glow. Oh, yeah. Want to join us for a Republic kill? It's just Jason. Okay, I don't see anybody else saying please wait for me, so I think we'll summon soon. Summon soon. Summon soon, Gelada Wilson. That's right. Okay, I'm not seeing anyone else saying wait for me or anything like that, so I'm going to send out a summon. I'm going to do it further away because last time I made bad life choices because they can see you quite far away. Oh, nice. Good job, Axalia. You almost missed out. Okay, here we go. I just sent out a summon. Green check mark, top left. Oh, Terran Eclipse. Oh, no. Oh, no. Nobody let me know in chat that I should wait for you. Ah. May someone send another summon, please? Thanks. There we go, and as soon as Terran Eclipse gets here, we'll go. Don't press the summon. Don't touch the summon if you're already here. Because if you die, you'll be able to return to Mid Center and accept the summon. Wait, what are you trading me? What's it giving me? Oh, thank you. That's mine. Nah, thank you. I forgot about that. Okay, looks good. Let's go. This is going to be so much lag. Are you ready? It's going to be so much die while I'm at it. Oh! Hey, look, we got a tank. Ah! Oh my gosh, if you die, If the summon is still up, return to Med Center and take it. There's so much crap all over the ground. Just do your best to keep moving. I know it's literally impossible to see. I understand. It is BioWare's fault. Oh my gosh. What is that big circle around your feet? Stay away from me. Oh my god. Defender Gelada. Justin, don't go too far. Oh no. Oh, I died. Oh my gosh. What a mess. Now I understand why the Imperials were having such a hard time. There should be a prime case for a night cycle in Hoth. Wouldn't that be cool? That'd be really neat. Okay, where's Gelada? Oh my gosh, she's still only at 75%. Oh gosh. Oh no. Goodbye, cruel world. I got stasis and crushed. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to return to Med Center and run back because she's not even 75% left. If you're dead and you guys want to run back, I recommend it. She's not too far on Republic's side. It's actually easier pub side than Imperial by a lot. If she gets down to like 20% health, then maybe don't run back. Rickson, feel free to stay dead. So we're tagging her. Yeah. Invoice. Oh, thank you for sending another summon. So if you... Oh my god. Freaking... Just so much death. Silence and terror of Hoth. Just do your best, I guess. That's all we can really do. Do I have a stun breaker? For those of you who play the operative, I don't really ever need to... Ow. To use it. I think I might need to, because I can't see diddly squat. Oh my gosh, you need to run off the stupid landing pad to accept the summon. I think I died like 6 times the first time I was there for her to get killed, said Ocean Jamie. Oh my gosh. I'm not at all surprised. So she's getting somewhere. She's at 50%. Or is she? I think I've seen tanks kind of ping pong her and that seemed to help a bit. I don't even know who we have for tanks right now. I'm not a tank for once in my life. I forgot to switch over. Can I get to her without dying? I don't know. I can't see. Oh my gosh. I think I'm right in the circles too. Oh my goodness. I had to get so close to her to hit her. Ah! I can't even use my usual tactic of run away because I can't see when to run away. Or where it's safe to run away to. Oh my god. Unique problems. Unique problems. Just saying, Pina Colada. You are special. Oh gosh, so much death. Okay, so I think this will be the last point to return to Med Center. So if you're dead, return to Med Center one final time. And then run back. Tag her. Touch her. Hit her once, and then don't, and then just stay dead. Stay dead. Oh my god. So if you die at this point, stay dead. Oh gosh. Ah! Can't tell if I'm safe or if I'm dying. That Master Stasis hits hard, because she does Master Stasis, and then she also hits you with a, like a corruption thingy at the same time. I forget what it is. Artificial difficulty indeed. Oh no, forced execution. We don't need to be in that. Okay, so if you're dead, stay dead. Stay dead. Oh, stay dead. Oh god. We may or may not make it. We'll see. Oh gosh, she still has 12% health left. I'm gonna return to Med Center. I'm gonna risk it. If I fail, Like, if anyone wants to try, they can, but I don't recommend it. I don't want you guys to miss credit. Throw up a summon, running back. Good plan. Let me see. Oh, I can't. I've already used mine. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Can I do target of target? Not yet. Ah! Oh no. Let's see, am I gonna make it? I'm not sure I want to do this again. I may have made a terrible life choice. We'll see. Gelada, COLADA! I just need one little tag. One little tag. One little tag. You stop it, COLADA. I kill you. I kill you with my knife if I can reach you. I'm gonna stand right in. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, cry. Oh my gosh. Okay. We are not running this again. I'm so sorry. The Coruscant World Boss, I'm happy to run it. That was rough. LOL. I guess it was a faction problem. Yeah, so when I showed up here, there was a group fighting it, and I could tag the boss, but I don't know if it would have given me credit. But this person was trying to get the achievement, and they said they weren't getting it. They fought it like 3 times, they weren't getting it, but I did see there was Imperial groups here, so I'm wondering if that's what happened. Oh my god. I am on the Starforge server. I am crying on the Starforge server. Okay, I'm not doing anything else with you guys. I'm gonna go huddle up and cry in a corner. Thank you so much for coming. I'm gonna go far. I'm leaving this entire planet. I can't stay anymore. Go bye-bye. Go leaving. Go farewell. Okay. Okay. Goodbye. I need to go post about this on Twitter real fast to let people know how freaking hard it is. I think partially has to do with the level sync, but mostly it's the mostly invisible circles. Yeah. The mostly invisible. Oh, I missed. Crop fail. Hang on. Those circles. Ridiculously hard. Gelada is not sipping on pina coladas. Seriously, she could kiss my butt. For real. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad to have done that though. Is the invisible circles uneven ground, which causes circles to go under the ground and make them even more invisible? Oh my god. Terrible. Terrible all around. Just, oh, poop. That's what I say to that. Thank you guys so much for doing it. Volcrocia says, hello, question. I'm trying to get away from playing damage characters, DPS mainly a solo player. Where would it be a good place to practice heals and tank? That's a great question. So in general, if you'd go do solo content as a healer or tank, it just takes a really long time and you're not even necessarily really learning anything because you're not healing a companion or healing yourself or tanking for yourself or tanking for a companion is not quite the same, unfortunately. Like, you can at least learn your abilities that way, but if you'd like to really try out being a healer or a tank, the best way to do so is in flashpoints, ideally with friends, if you have some, ideally with friends, because they're less likely to yell at you than a random person. Not that a random person is likely to yell at you, it's just kind of a general rule of thumb. Friends are nicer, or a guildmate. So if you're able to do that first. Flashpoints are a really good spot to do it in because you can always make good use of a healer. I liked, if possible, healing in operations with an experienced healer is a really, really good way to practice and really good spot to learn healing. For tanking you can learn really well in flashpoints because you'll be dealing with a lot of the same things actually, and in operations. What are these friends you speak of, right? And then in general, oh nice, you'll try queuing for the easier flashpoints first. And then the other thing I suggest is take a look at these basic class guides and sort out which are your healing abilities or which are your tanking abilities for whichever one you're looking into. So your taunts and defensives as a tank and your healing and cleansing abilities as a healer. Hopefully that'll get you started in the right way. Hey there, Rocket Latte. Oh my gosh. I'm still like in stress mode from that. Anyone heard about the massive bundle sale? Hey, New Deal Chief. Yeah. We've got a nice guide about it on Swtorista.com for anyone who wanted to take a look through and see what some good deals might be. I've got them sorted by price, basically. I've got some suggestions. Not quite swear jar, indeed. Okay. We're going to do Star Wars yoga. We're going to do I am one with the Force. And the Force is with me. I am one with the Force. The Force is with me. Okay, we feeling any better? Isaacs. Oh my gosh, let's not do Isaacs. A cry. Okay, so I have been doing something very useful and important, but not necessarily the most fun. I like it, but it's gotten to the point where it's become very difficult. And I'd love to walk through everything with you guys, and maybe you guys can point out some issues, or maybe point out where I've gone the wrong direction. Part of it's math, but part of it's just kind of what's available in the game, question mark, and I'd love some help with that. So let's see. Fastest way to gear up at level 80 in SWTOR, and gearing up at level 80 in SWTOR, and this is going to be out 7.5.1 more specifically. So this is a really, I've got this first guide that I was working on where I was literally just going through all the information of what is available in the game. So not necessarily suggestions or methods, but just how does the mechanics of gearing up in Star Wars The Old Republic work? Where can you get pieces? Where do you get currency? How can you exchange currency? What do the currencies do? What's the difference between the tiers and stuff like that? Lady in the white dress. That boss looked like some BS, says Jonathan Murish. It was. I agree. Thanks for saying that. A bunch of the other bosses that were similar were quite fun. That one was just quite rough, and I don't plan to do it again. Sorry, guys. Okay, so gearing up. I'm just going to read this like I'm making a video. Question about Orcon. This is not the guy. This is Z-Barb. There's this one quest boss I always beat on accident. Shouldn't be able to because it uses healing faster. I can interrupt solo, but somehow, after a time, it just dies. What is the actual method for this fight? Oh, are you talking about the big squiggly guy in a tree? There is something there, but I don't remember what it is, Barb. I'm so sorry. I know what you're talking about, but I haven't done it in so long. Great value Terror from Beyond. That's right. That's right. Walmart brand Terror from Beyond. The one in the cave. Yeah. What are you guys actually supposed to do to fight that one? I haven't done it in a really long time. I do remember you have to interrupt as much as possible. I think the idea is you're supposed to have a friend there to help you interrupt, but then you can just fight it by yourself too. I was thinking that, Bladen. It has something to do with the tentacles, right? And extract, yeah, it's like stealing your health. Okay. This is brand new. I wrote this basically all yesterday and the day before. Gearing up at level 80 in Star Wars The Old Republic allows you to hit harder and stay alive longer by earning and wearing gear that increases your character's stats. To gear up at level 80, you earn 4 different types of currency. Oh, I need to change this to 5! Because I totally forgot about the Warzone things. 5. The Warzone currency. 5 different types of currency, which you can then exchange for gear. All players, whether they're new to max level and only play solo, or are running the hardest content in the game, can earn the best gear in the game. The best gear can earn the best gear available. As of update 7.5.1, it just takes longer depending on what type of activities you like to do in the game. We don't need to use in the game 15 times. Like to play. In this guide, we'll be going over how to get the different types of currencies, how to exchange them, the different gear tiers that exist, and some general tips about how the system works. We're also going to go to Alderaan so we can get some awesome Alderaan music in the background. That's my goal. Okay, so what is the best gear? When the most recent expansion was released, the best gear in the game was locked behind was originally released. When it was originally released. That's kind of weird. The best gear in the game was locked behind the hardest types of content in the game. This is no longer true, and now even players who play very casually can earn the best gear in the game over time. The gear you can get is split into two different ways, by item rating and by color quality. If you have two items that are the same item rating number, but one is green and one is blue, the blue item will have a better distribution of its stats, which makes it the better item to equip. For example, if you have a green piece of damage gear and a purple piece of damage gear with the same item rating, the green item will put more of its stats into endurance, but since you are a damage player, you want to hit harder, not have more health. What are we watching them all? Galdorn, what are you doing? What are you doing? How to actually get gear is kind of complicated, but the reason it is so complicated is because the game offers you many different ways to gear up. You can really choose your own path and what activities you like to do. Some gear drops directly from the enemies, some gear comes from boxes at the end of Flashpointer operations, some gear is purchased with currencies you earn from many activities, and some gear is earned by paying currencies to upgrade gear you already own. You can combine all of these different ways and do not need to follow a single gearing path. And then I mentioned a little bit about the difference between hide and seek and ricotta, which nothing has changed there really. There are 5 different types of level 80 currency. All are useful and can be used to purchase and upgrade level 80 gear. Okay, so this is where we actually get into like the nitty gritty stuff that I've actually been trying to figure out. So you've got tech frags, which are not going to be directly important. Conquest commendations. Conquest comms are kind of useless except for trading up. FP-1 stabilizers. Okay, so you get an absolute fudge ton of these from running the weekly veteran flashpoints and the weekly master mode flashpoints, and you can run those like 4 times each. Like, it's crazy. You can get so many of those. OP-1 catalyst, you get a fudge ton from the story mode operations. Like, so many. You just get piles and piles and piles of them for running story mode operations, and you can also exchange the FP stabilizers and conquest comms for the operations currency. Okay, the game hates me. Why can't I have like nice pretty Alderaan music? What if I literally fly to Alderaan, the real planet? Would that help me? Will that initiate my love of music? I'm just gonna abandon everything here. Goodbye. Farewell. Ta-ta. Get out of my quest log. Unwanted. Abandoned. Get out of here, bad cat. Shoo! I want to abandon Alderaan more than anything. Because it exploded. Haha. Okay, here we go. Is set or still active? Haven't logged in years. I want to come back. Hey there, are you asking, sign here, are you asking, is SWTOR still active? Yeah, absolutely. We actually just had an update, like, what is it, like a week ago or so? A little over 2 weeks now. And if you saw earlier, there's a whole bunch of people going after the new boss that just came out. If you have a bunch of ADL skeleton and like doing conquests, it's easy to get 200,000 conquests twice a week to 2,000 conquest columns twice in a week to exchange for 175 OP-1s. Yeah, I did some of that math. Okay. So here's the first important like piece of knowledge that we have. The first important piece of knowledge is that you can exchange currencies. Where do those currencies come from? And how can you exchange those currencies? This is quite important to some of that math. Some of that important stuff. It also explains like how do you buy gear? What are the different types of gear, and should you buy them? Basically, I recommend people don't buy anything but the Supreme Decurion blue flashpoint gear to get your 340 blue piece, or to finish your set if you're not going for full ricotta. And the ricotta gear. I kind of tell people to ignore the rest. It's really, it doesn't make any sense really, to be honest. It's kind of a waste of time otherwise. And I also, another important piece of math, I wrote down all of the upgrade pieces. This was so confusing the other day because I got super lost along the way. I got so confused. So I've also done the math to figure out like, oh, if you're upgrading something from all the way from you bought a brand new piece of ricotta, like you've never played Operation in your life, How much would it cost to buy and upgrade it with OP-1 Catalyst? How much would it cost to buy it with exchanging the FP-1 stabilizers that you can get from solo content? Basically, it's going to take you a while, I think is the main answer. And I also talked a bit about the gear caches. So the gear caches, I originally thought they were garbage because I didn't understand. I thought you were supposed to use them to like upgrade a gear piece like one level up, but I realized you're supposed to use it mainly if you have like green pieces, then you can use a purple one and it'll upgrade your gear piece to a purple one. It's like, yes. And then I actually did the math and I found out they're not that much better. They're only like, they're really not a great discount, if that makes sense, in terms of like how much content you have to run. So I made this lovely little charty poo. So basically, here, this one is, this one's specifically for like solo players. If a solo player was trying to get a Ricotta cache, upgrade cache, how many like boxes would it take them? So if you started with Elite Decurion upgrade caches, which are the ones from veteran mode flashpoints, like the easiest type of group content in the game, it would take you a lot. It would take you 27. I know you can't see. Here you go. 27 of them to get one Ricotta upgrade box. So I was like, oh my god. I don't know if that's worth it. If instead you just accepted the currency, you would get like 3,510 FP-1 stabilizers. Definitely could do a lot more with that. It's a lot more worth it. So basically, if you're running a solo route, I couldn't think of a literal reason of why you would ever want to buy if you would ever want to pick a box. Just always pick the currency as far as I can tell. There's literally no other reason you would ever do it. Enigma wants to know, is that the name of the boss in the game? That is, we were doing, shockingly, her name is not PINA Colada Defender Gelada. Her name is Defender Gelada or Gelada, and she was one of the bosses for this week as part of Galactic Seasons. And that's what we were doing earlier. Now we're just doing math because, yeah. However, if you're running Master Mode flashpoints, which are quite difficult, they are really not for, I wouldn't say they're for the average player. They can really go on the harder side of things. Is the 40 DVL bosses? Oh, you're working on your 40 DVL bosses. Nice, perfect. If you're doing Master Mode flashpoints, you would only need 9 weekly caches, which would be 18 flashpoints to get a Ricotta box. The Kalumi column we're just using as an in-between step if you're running solo. So if you're doing, however, I also did the math for like Tianese caches. And unless you have a pile saved up, it's not super worth it. I think you save like 60 OP-1 catalysts, but then you have like no flexibility. And you have to finagle it to make sure you get the right ones. Really, I feel like I drastically missed something about why you would ever want to use the boxes versus getting the currency. Yeah. Oh, fun. Enigma says those words in that order sound a lot like Argentinian words. Oh, that's funny. So for here, Pina Colada, it's a type of drink. Defender Gelada is the name of the boss. I was just being silly and making rhymes there. So I've done the math. I have another chart. Let's see if I can pull it up right now. Drive. I think that's this one. Yeah. Cash upgrade math. All that for one Ricotta box. That's right. It's not really worth it. So even if you're... Zoom. Even if you're looking at the Tiny's upgrade caches, you'd need 9... I know I'm in the way. I'm sorry. 9 Tiny's boxes to get one Ricotta box. And instead you could get 360 OP-1 catalysts, which is... Oh, maybe I did do something wrong here. If you're upgrading a whole piece from scratch, gonna cost you double that. Oh, but it only works if you already have blue 340s or something like that. Seems kind of silly. Oh, I need to. The caches drop items for your lowest level slot. So if you're looking for a specific piece to upgrade beyond 340, it'll help make sure you get something you actually need. I think I talked about the idea that if you have a full 340 set, the boxes are really good because then it'll upgrade your lowest piece to 340 but purple. Can a solo player get purple 340 gear? Yes, yes, yes. That's absolutely like what I'm working on is a guide on how to do that more specifically. And the last thing that's important is hide and seek existing. So what I'm specifically working on today is the fastest way to gear up. And this I just finished writing. Oh my gosh, it started off as this little tiny paragraph, and look how much it is now. Oh my god, I'm gonna shoot myself. But I'm thinking of breaking it down into group player or like the best fastest way versus solo player, because the solo player has more information because there's more options. It just takes forever. Arcane says, IMO, in short, crates should only be used to convert one quality to another while keeping your item rating. Currency with conversion is always better. I think so too. It's just if you're starting from scratch, why would you ever have like 340 green or 340 all blue, including your relics? Arcane, make raid. That's right. Make raid. Make raid. Need story mode EV. Make raid. So yeah, it's very weird, kind of confusing. JR says, I don't think you should ever upgrade from scratch. You should still do 340 hide and seek. Yes, yes, but you still have 2 relics and an earpiece that won't be 340. And if you're like blitzing towards hide and seek, there's a good chance they're like 324, you know? If that makes sense, JR. That's my thinking right now. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Did gear numbers change? Hey, Gottman, the gear numbers did not. How you can get them did. It's still the same as the previous update in terms of like max gear score. Once you get a character to 340, every piece, then keep doing veteran master mode flashpoints, you'll get ear relic drops, which are legacy bound. Yeah, that's right. That's a good tip too. You can then save them for alts. Oh, yeah, you know what? Getting alt, those boxes are probably freaking useful for getting alt character pieces by a lot. Okay. So here is my full thinking. And here's my math. And here's my idea of how the best way, fastest way, most efficient way to gear up is. And it's different depending on what type of activities. Okay, so first we go for hide and seek, for those of you familiar with it. If you're a group player, to get a single 340 blue piece, play a veteran, group finder, flashpoints with the blue earpiece force drop. So you always get blue pieces drop even in veteran mode, to work on getting your 340 blue relics and earpieces. Always taking the currency instead of the box as the weekly reward. And this is if you're starting from like, you're a fresh level 80 character. This is not for a lot of you who already have some gear, you know. If you're starting from scratch, it will take you about 6 veteran group finder flashpoint weeklies or 18 randomized group finder flashpoints. Okay, how did I get this math? I got it because it is, I did the if you're buying a Supreme Decurion piece at 324 to 340 for hide and seek, it would cost 1,470 FP stabilizers, which is each flashpoint, if you take the currency weekly, gives you 160 FP-1s plus 10 FP-1s per boss, 3 bosses per flashpoint, 3 flashpoints per weekly. I think I did that right. Svarty says this all seems needlessly complex. Are devs still high? Oh my gosh. Hippies, man, I tell you. Svarty, it's very interesting. I both love and hate that it's complex. So the reason it is so complex, and I actually go over this a bit in the guide, the reason it is so complex is because you have options. Because you have options. Because it allows you to play how you want. And that's a great thing. And it allows even solo players to chase that gear. However, this is the fastest, most efficient way. Not the most, like, you know, play how you want way. But you totally can. Okay, so if you are starting from scratch, it will only take about 6 veteran group finder flashpoint weeklies, which is 18 randomized group finder veteran flashpoints. Veteran flashpoints. Accepting the currency and disintegrating extra pieces with the earpiece trick, up to 4 times per week per character. You can also do a combination of activities, including, and this is where I talk about that. Are you stronger at item rating 340 than 324 if you're doing sub-level 80 content? Sub-level 80 content is weird. The general answer is if your pieces are... Okay, so the better your gear is for your expected level, your normal level, so level 80, the better you'll perform when you're down synced, but it is weird. I would never tell someone any concrete info about desync because it's so funky. What's the earpiece trick? So yeah, this is another one of those complex things that we're doing for efficiency, not necessarily like you're supposed to do it this way. It just happens to work this way. So the earpiece trick is you go run veteran mode flashpoints, either alone if you're a little more skilled, or in the group finder. In this specific case, it's recommended because you get a bunch more currency. And the earpiece trick is normally in veteran mode flashpoints, you get green drops. And when you destroy green drops by disintegrating them, you only get a tiny bit of currency, like itty bitty, because it's the worst type of gear. However, the idea is... oh shit! Oh, sorry, swear jar. JR says, remember that the ear relic drops from the upgrades crate will also drop the higher tier version, i.e. the blue crate drops purple ear relic, green crate drops blue ear relic. Wait, really? So if I have a slightly lower level earpiece and I open a green crate, I'll get a blue one? I didn't know that. Oh no. Do I have to change all my math again? Are you sure that's how it works? I've never used these stupid boxes efficiently. Oh no. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Okay, so but the earpiece trick is normally veteran flashpoints drop green gear. If, however, it randomly chooses to drop you an earpiece or a relic, that will have a blue border instead. It's like a little nice little treat, a treat for you. A treat for you. And JR is telling us this also works this way with the boxes. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to think. I don't know how to think. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going with what I have so far, because I'm gonna cry otherwise. I'm gonna go back and maybe look at it later, but you're right. Yeah, oh my gosh. Okay, anyways, we'll go continue reading what I have so far. So, in addition to doing those 6 group finder flashpoint weeklies to get your item rating blue 340 piece for hide and seek, you could also do a combination of activities, including running whatever flashpoints you want alone or with friends, running conquests on one or multiple characters, running any heroic or daily area quests, and deconstructing gear will all give you either conquest combinations, which you can exchange for FP-1 stabilizers. I can't flip my desk anymore. I can only make it go up and down. Or directly give you FP-1 stabilizers. It's just slower, less efficient, but maybe more fun to vary it up. Goodbye. Goodbye. Farewell. Ta-ta. From scratch, you'll need to get about a total of 1,470 FP-1 stabilizers. How exactly you get them is up to you. The group finder is just likely the fastest. Okay, here's where the interesting numbers come in. Solo, if you purely want to play solo and avoid the group finder, if you're comfortable learning on your character, if you really want to play solo and avoid the group finder, you have multiple options, but they will all take a while. So there's the veteran mode Red Reaper solo stealth runs. We've talked about these in the past, and we'll have to like sorry, my brain hurts so much. Bladen says, what are the name of the upgrade boxes? Unless they changed it, if you open the Veteran Flashpoint Weekly upgrade, you can only get a green 340 gear or 340 blue. Yes, that's what we're talking about, is the blue accessory is kind of what I got confused about, if that makes sense. There's a new thing too where you can turn them in. So there's the Red Reaper. That was the previous suggestion about how you could go get some awesome gear solo. You can continue doing that. Or if you want now, what's kind of cool is they made more options. So you could either do also 39 heroic weeklies, which is 156 heroic quests. Oh my god. 39 daily area weeklies. The number of quests kind of varies, but you might like getting reputation and stuff more. Or do 30 rounds of conquest. And of course you could mix and match all of these. But yeah, it's still really a lot to do it solo. You can also do a combination of all activities, including whatever solo flashpoints you want, running conquests on one or multiple characters, running any heroic or daily area quests, and deconstructing gear. Will all give you conquest commendations, which you can exchange for FP-1 stabilizers or directly give you FP-1 stabilizers. No matter what route you choose, gearing up solo is quite a long process, but it is great because in previous expansions, solo players could not get great gear at all. From scratch, you'll need to get about a total of 1,470 FP-1 stabilizers. How exactly you get them is up to you. If you want to go really bare bones, you could actually just get 1,100 FP-1 stabilizers by upgrading to just 336 and stopping there, which is more than is technically needed for all types of content. I kind of forget about that you could just totally stop at 336. There's not really any big deal. A bunch of my characters are at 336 because I upgraded them in the past and then I never went further, and they're just fine. Like, I was looking at my DPS gear, and my DPS gear is 336. Oh, excuse me, 336 right now, and unless I'm doing like nightmare mode content, like, it's more than enough. More than enough. If you already have 340 hide and seek, no point to save the crates. I just take the currency. I think there might be a reason to do so, Bladen, but I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't think, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, you cannot get purple accessories from Master Mode flashpoints, right? And you cannot get purple accessories from Master Mode Flashpoint upgrade box, right? Don't forget to remove augments before upgrading. Oh my gosh, I've killed so many augments. It makes me so upset, but they're all gone. They're gone. Okay, so that's getting your blue piece. That's your blue piece. When you finally get a single blue item rating 340 piece and have unlocked hide and seek, your next goal is to get a single item rating 340 purple piece. And then there's a bunch more options depending on how you play. There's like 4 different ways to play. So group operations story. If you play story mode operations, you only need to run about 10 story mode operations. Coming into nightmare mode op with 336 is straight up troll. I mean, if you're the kind of person who thinks 336 is okay for nightmare mode operations, that's a whole different issue. But it's only like 1% or less of the player base plays nightmare mode ops, I'm pretty sure. You should probably know better by then. If not, I don't know what to tell you. You're having your own issues in your life. You probably don't even keybind. You probably don't even use a stim or remember to use a stim. You probably forget to equip your offhand. 10 Teen Chaos Mondays. Can it be done faster? It can. It can. If you're playing Nightmare Mode Operations, or even just Nightmare Mode Nephra, can it be done faster? Yes, it can! If you play Nightmare Mode Operations, or even just Nightmare Mode Nephra, you should have all your main gear at this point up to 340 blues. We literally talk about it in the next line. That's funny. I've forgotten what I written last night. Oh, it's giving me exciting music. I got logged out. Gear that drops from Nightmare bosses will match the item rating of a random one of your pieces and will always be a purple bordered ricotta piece. If you get lucky, it will randomly pick up one of your 340 pieces and you'll wind up with an easy 340 purple piece. Yes! Unfortunately, if it picks up your unupgraded relic or earpiece, this is where I kind of got stuck. It will be a lower item rating purple bordered piece. So like your sad little unupgraded 324 piece. If you run nightmare mode often, where's my music? Oh, I muted the game. Just try again and hope to get lucky. But if you only run every once in a while, take that purple piece and start upgrading it. I think so, yeah. I feel personally attacked. Those are all things that I've done before. Forget my stim, don't keybind, and lost my offhand. What's the speedrun time on nightmare mode of that? So, I think we were talking more about just can we go faster than doing 10 story modes? And the answer is yes, if you're playing nightmare mode operations. And you can actually do that quite fast. I don't know if you're familiar with it, Canadian Geek, but there's the method called Nightmare Mode Nephra, where you're just fighting the first boss of a specific Nightmare Mode operation, Master Mode operation, and it's the easiest one. It's not like a cakewalk. Like, you still have to know what you're doing, especially if you're tanking or healing, but still pretty easy overall compared to the other ones by a lot. Okay, so group flashpoints. Don't run operations, but do run flashpoints. 7 veteran mode flashpoint weeklies, so 21 vet flashpoints, or 4 master mode flashpoint weeklies, 10 master mode group finder flashpoints, will earn you enough currency to exchange for OP-1s to get a 340 purple bordered ricotta piece. Blade and Curse mentioned this here. Flashpoint gear vendor exchanges 500 FP-1s for 175 OP-1s. Right, there you go. So I think 10 operations might still be faster than 21 random group finder weeklies, or flashpoints, but it's probably pretty close. And I do talk about that, I think. Oh no, I don't. I think I talked about it in the next section. You can, of course, also do the flashpoint solo suggestions between operations. You can mix and match activities. There you go. So 10 weeks would be a long wait if you only like do 1 story mode operation per week. Can pretty easily get ricotta ear and relics from hard mode EFI and hard mode KP using bait pieces. So civilian, that's where things get weird. That was how we used to do it, because you could not purchase a piece. If you use a bait piece, for example, you just have when you're saying a bait piece, are you saying like a random 324 earpiece? Because then it's just going to give you use a 324 blue earpiece that you picked up off the ground. If you run Nephra, then it'll drop a purple 324 earpiece for you from the baiting. But then you still have to spend all the currency to upgrade it, don't you? Isn't that still like plenty expensive? Because I did the math. If you're like trying to upgrade a ricotta piece from 324 to 340, it's going to be like 500 OP-1 catalyst still. You still got like a ways to go. Did I get that right? Because the initial one all by itself, I have the little math chart. Upgrading gear. The initial one only costs 25. Like, it's barely anything. Civilian says, yeah, but even if you don't use them to upgrade, you get more currency for deconstructing the ricotta. Yeah, I think we should add that. In general. But I think you should still go in with 340 blues regardless, because it's going to give you a lot better chance, right? Like, why would you bait it? If you have full 340 blue from hide and seek, that means your chest, legs, hands, belt, bracers, boots, helmet, Whatever the 7 pieces are, plus your gun and your offhand, your main hand, your offhand. 9 of your 12 pieces could potentially randomly be picked by Nefra to get a full, like, 340 purple, right? Like, I think it makes more sense to suggest that than to do the bait thing. The bait thing used to be really important because you could not purchase a 340 piece, a blue piece, a purple piece. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. And yeah, we definitely just a little mention of just deconstructing stuff along the way. Hey there, Shit Sinky. Hi. Hello. Oh my gosh, min-max and SWTOR. Hey, Jonathan Brockhurst. I'm not even trying to min-max right now. I'm just trying to suggest how to get to max item. Obi says you have on your website what items are good for each class. I sure do. I'll link that for you. That's on the individual class guides. And I think I've technically got that on the gearing guide. We're working on upgrading all the information about that, though. Right now. The info about what's good for each class is still correct, but how to get it fast is the part we're working on. I think that's there's just so many factors for this one. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think it's best to not bait Nefra and instead get your 340 blues and then run Nefra. If you don't have 340 blues yet and you're brand new, purchase some good gear. Because if you're going into Nightmare Mode Nefra and you don't even have 340 blue yet and you're a new player, that means you're probably wearing like 324 green, right? Little Tweeter says you should be doing EV and KP hard mode weekly while baiting Ricotta drops for loads of OP-1s. Oh, that's not a terrible idea. Let's add that to the story mode operations. If you happen to find a group for... That's actually a good idea. For hard... veteran mode? Oh my god, veteran mode? I need to go back and like fix all the parts I used the wrong terminology. Veteran mode, Karaga's Palace, or veteran mode Eternity Vault. Those are quite easy. You can use the earpiece trick and get some low item rating purple earpieces to disassemble, which may make things even faster, as they are worth more OP-1s. I think that's a good one to put in there. Yeah, definitely jump in for sure. Yeah, absolutely. That did change. You're right. That isn't as much of an option before, because now we can do any of them. OP-1s, quite easy, and you can do their weekly quest once per week. The storm mode ones are 4 times per week. It's kind of nuts. And we also mentioned running veteran mode. Running any veteran mode operation successfully will take even less time. Curious, so complex that a spreadsheet alone is not enough. That's right. Yeah, so definitely do the veteran mode KP and veteran mode Eternity Vault. Absolutely. That's a good tip, because they're not too hard at all. It's like 60. It's 50 plus, or 40 plus 20 plus whatever you get dropped from the bosses to destroy, which would be purple earpieces. I saw a nice question. Hi, says Starsum. Do you have a suggestion on how to trigger Eric date night? Oh! I've created a new alt just for this. Completed main story, then skipped to Coffee. Romanced him in Coffee. Completed Coffee. I don't know what else to do. Oh, that's a good question. Does anyone know if you have to be up to a certain point to do Eric Jorgen date night? I feel like you might have to be caught up with the content. Last time they did this, they posted the requirements. Hang on, let's see. They might have it up in the news real fast. let's check that. I haven't had the chance to try that out myself yet. I'm looking forward to it, if that makes sense. Game update 7.5.1. These date night missions will be available for troopers and Sith warriors and active post-coffee romances. Just have to get past chapter 9. Have you done chapter 9 of coffee? Oh, but did you romance Eric Jorgen? You completed the main story. Did you talk to Eric Jorgen and do his companion romances? Oh, wouldn't that? Oh no! I hope you didn't skip ahead too much. Sursum, I hope you did the companion stories. Yeah, the romance guide doesn't include the Eric Jorgen date night yet. Not yet, unfortunately. I'm wondering if you did all this old school companion stories. Okay, so you talked to Eric Jorgen. You did the stuff that you would have been locked out from. So doesn't Eric Jorgen appear in one of the chapters? I'm wondering if you have to be at the point where, like, he comes back, you know? Where would that be? Let's see. It's him in the swamps. I remember I saw him and I was like, oh my god, it's Eric Dorban! It's in the swamps somewhere. It's not Anarchy in Paradise. Okay, Disavowed is chapter XI. So chapter 11. It sounds like you finished that. Is this the same chapter in which you have a important decision with Eric and Kaleo? Is that at the end of chapter 11 or is that later in the chapters where like some important stuff happens? In Coffee chapter 11, I chose to romance him again. So I'm wondering, it sounds like this player Sursum has finished all of Coffee, so they would have done all of these as well. I don't think you would. I wouldn't think you would have to finish Kotet. And just really, really stupid question, Sursum. Really dumb question. If you go into your Alliance alerts, which I can never even remember how to get to, and it's not like there, right? Like just making sure. Just making sure. It's not there in the Alliance alerts. Hey, Berserk. Why don't you have work today? It's later? Oh, wait. Then after Profit and Plunder, they come back from that mission and you talk to them again. Let's see, let's see. Where does that sit in the chapters? Profit and Plunder. But that's chapter 13. That's chapter 13. The Sursum, I think, would have finished that as well. Ah! Sursum says, damn, this is embarrassing. I don't know what to say. Maybe you just didn't know that it was here to go look for it? Oh, that's awesome. I mean, that's a really easy fix, right? Can you confirm that was the issue? If so, I'm very pleased. No bug. I would not even say that it's obvious. How long was it even there? There is a small chance. There is a small chance that you may need to have logged out of your character, like onto the character select, and come back online between completing whatever other chapters and stuff. So like, let's say you finished all whatever was required and then you tried to go do the date night. It may not have been there yet. There is some weirdness to it. I've noticed there is some other quests, especially lately. They've been doing a thing where it doesn't show up till the next time you log in, and I don't know why. Yeah, glad, awesome, easy fix, super happy. Oh, and Phantom also points out some alerts don't show up when you have a chapter active. So if by any weird chance you had a chapter active earlier and it was one where Eric Jorgen wouldn't be accessible, then it may have disappeared as well. Yes! Sursum says this happened before too, yet I forgot to check. Thank you very much. You're very, very welcome, Sursum. I make mistakes like that all the time, and I get so frustrated, so very happy that we found it for you. Oh, Luminusis just did Lana date night for the first time. Yeah, you're right. Luminusis also points out for you in the future. The first time it shows up in your alerts, and after that, if you want to repeat it, like next Tuesday, and every Tuesday afterwards, you want to smooch Eric Jorgen every day, all day, once per week, it will be on your ship instead, not from your Alliance alerts in the future. Okay, so we're going back to gearing up. So we talked about gearing up through story mode operations and maybe a little spicy veteran mode Eternity Vault or Kraga's Palace spread in there. If you're on nightmare mode, you're golden, you're fine. You don't even really need this guide probably. If you do group flashpoints, it actually won't take you that long. If you're the kind of person who's like operations, nope, too much for me, too much time commitment. I only play like 20 minutes a day. I ain't doing it. I don't like doing stuff with that many people. I can't find groups, whatever reason. I'm still giggling about it. Sorry, that was a great question though. Yeah, I'm glad you swung by and asked. Obi says, spoiler alert, I can't do the vet date night mission because of decisions in coffee. I wonder what you did. Did you insult her so she no longer wants to go on a date night with you? Alright, so now let's talk about getting purple as a solo player. This used to not be possible in this expansion. It was literally, there was no way to do it. You had to run a nightmare mode operation to get a purple piece, just period, flat out. And so that was very unobtainable for most players. Then they changed it, so if you did story mode operations, you would get the correct type of currency and you could buy one of these pieces. It would just take you a long time, but you still had to run operations. Now, in a previous update, they made it so you very, very, very slowly could get purple currency, even as a solo player. And now they have made it even more accessible than ever before. As a solo player, you absolutely can get a purple piece, which is a step towards the best gear in the game, or at least the best I recommend getting as a solo player. It just takes quite a while, so I did the math. My math said 53 solo Red Reaper stealth runs. That is a lot. In addition to the ones you did earlier, which is a freaking lot. 42 heroic weeklies, or 168 heroic quests. Oh my god. 42 daily areas, which will vary per daily area, or 32 conquests. So like 32 weeks on the same character, or like spread them out, or 32 characters in a week if you're absolutely insane. Oh my gosh, you just did Gelada on Hoth. We did it earlier, Nyrad. Oh, I was crying. I was like, this is miserable. I'm not going back again to Pina Colada Gelada. I'm so sorry. So you can. The idea is that you get one single blue item rating 340 gear piece and one single purple item rating 340 gear piece, and this is a goal for both solo players and group players. They both have the same goal. It's just different ways of getting there and different speeds of getting there. So yeah, Luminusis conquests are per character. However, the rewards you get are for your entire server. So you get the conquest commendation currency, and then you can keep doing that on more and more characters. I think there's like gonna be a limit of some sort, like 10? What's the conquest com currency? Weekly progress 6,000. Calc. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Hang on. 6,000 divided by 200 per character. So you can do 30 characters. Oh, you can't do 30 characters. 32. You can only do 30 characters in a week. Plus 2 more later. You're nuts because you're crazy. I just kind of wanted to show that. That's kind of ridiculous, Matt. So they are kind of legacy. The rewards are legacy. And the objectives are also legacy. So if you do an objective, you can't do it on a different character that week. However, your other characters can totally participate. Many people do like conquests on like many characters. It's quite fun actually to jump around. Okay, so part 3, get full Ricotta gear. Once you've gotten both 340 blue and purple mods unlocked from hide and seek, you've accomplished a lot, and you will have some of the best gear in the game. If you got this far as a solo player, I really wouldn't recommend shooting for a full set of Ricotta gear. This is because each piece will take roughly the same amount of time as the first purple piece you got, and you have 14 pieces total. However, I do recommend working on getting better relics and an earpiece, and you might as well shoot for purple since it takes roughly the same amount of time as blue. This is from my math, okay? So I did the math. So if you're upgrading a piece of Supreme Decurion blue with FP-1 stabilizers from 324 all the way to 340, it costs 1,470 FP-1 stabilizers. If you're buying a Ricotta piece at 324 to 340 for hide and seek, over like a Ricotta piece, it would be 555 OP-1 catalysts, which if you like do the exchange math, it's 1,585 FP-1 stabilizers. So I have no idea why you would like, I can't think of like, there's no real point. Like, why would you shoot for a blue? I think it used to be easier to do blues, but now because of the exchange rate and the amount you get them in, you might as well just go for purple. Go straight for purple, even if you're solo, and the blues look easier. But yeah, so you'll have to do like a whole bunch more of the same again, similar amount. So 64 solo Red Reaper runs times 14. 51 daily areas times 14. 51 heroic weeklies or 204 heroic quests times 14. Nuts. Too much. So group, if you've gotten this far, you've got your 340 purple and blue from hide and seek. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend honestly going beyond this point. If you've gotten this far, you're really well geared up. Much like solo players, I actually recommend stopping here unless you really like the gearing up path. However, you can shoot for full 344 Ricotta gear, and if you play any type of operations frequently, you'll wind up with lots of OP-1 catalysts you can spend on upgrading your gear. I highly recommend working on earning or buying and upgrading your relics and earpiece first, as they are lower item ratings since you can't get them from hide and seek. So you could do 12 story mode operations per piece times 14. Times 14. 9 story mode operations, choosing the box if you are full 340 blue already. If plus you need 120 OP-1s to actually upgrade it a little more, from 340 to 344. Nightmare mode operation bosses drop Ricotta purple border gear, matching the item rating of a random piece of your currently equipped gear, so like Nephra and Dash Root. You could run 8 group finder weeklies or 5 master group finder weeklies. Oh my gosh, times 14. Times 14. Times 14. Times 14. Times 14. But yeah, I think I need to think about, okay, so if I... G-Pain, hey, nice to see you. G-Pain, oh my gosh, I'm just hurting my brain trying to do math. I'm so sorry. You came in at a terrible time for any type of enjoyment in your life. Only brain teasers, nothing else. But nice to see you. Thank you so much. Hello, Swtorista. G-Pain sent us. Oh, hi, Lord. Hello. Hi, we're doing some math about gearing, trying to figure out the most efficient way to do it. Hey there, Ant. Hey there, Jamaru. Hello. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for coming. So let's see. My music went away again? Or is it just quiet? What if I blast it? Oh, so good. Creepy music. Why is everything times 14? 14 gear slots. Oh my god, yes. Yep. That doesn't even include your tactical and your implants. Oh no, wait. Wait, is it times 14? Hang on. It used to be. Just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's actually 12. Because you want to get your legendary implants a different way. 12. Plus your tactical. It's technically even 15 now total. But you have 12 pieces total. Oh my god. Either way, 12, 14 doesn't matter. It makes you want to go cry in a corner. Hey, gliding. Alright. That's too loud. Sorry. Did you already see or talk about the new promo on the Onderon bundle? Yeah, we did. Isn't that funny? It's funky. I'm hoping tomorrow it'll go back to being on sale for $3.90 again, but it may not. I feel like it might not now that I'm remembering how it's worked in the past. G-Pain says, hi, Miss Swtorista. Hope you're doing great today. Your math isn't... yes, math isn't your strongest side. LOL, just kidding. Hey! Sorry for raiding and running, but I gotta start making my tacos. Play hard, go pro. Have fun and keep up the great work. Have a great day, G-Pain. Thanks for coming in. What are we talking about, says Swtorista? We are That's E. Still true? Hello? We are working on some math on gearing up in Star Wars The Old Republic. In the most recent update, update 7.5.1, they changed something. So I'm trying to put together a little document that explains what's the fastest way to gear up these days, depending on what type of activities you like to do. Okay. So if you happen to get a Kalumi box, you could get a purple piece with the upgrades if you baited it. But JR, wouldn't you still need a decent, like, earpiece or whatever to start with? Like, let's say you manage to run a veteran mode, hard mode Eternity Vault. Woohoo! This you've never done a veteran mode before, but some people invite you along. You're like, oh, you know how to do story mode? You can come for veteran mode Eternity Vault. It's so easy. It's not really a big deal. And you do it, and you get a Kalumi upgrade box. How exciting is that? You heard that you could bait an earpiece and it would become a purple earpiece. That would be awesome because right now you really only have a 324 green because hide and seek are buttholes and didn't give you an earpiece. So you bait it by having your earpiece be lower and you get a 324 purple earpiece that you still have to upgrade all the way. So JR says it can be any earpiece or relic piece. Oh, okay. So with your suggestion, you're suggesting to upgrade that earpiece up to 338 with the rest at 340 gear using conquest commendations. But with my math, I think my math says just instead of upgrading your piece to green using your noble commendations. Oh, I guess I would need to look up how much it costs to upgrade a noble piece. I can go check that out right now. I'm not sure I ever wrote it down. I wrote down how to do the blue pieces and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, that might be really cheap. That might be. We have to go shopping, everybody. We're going to go spend all my money for math. Okay, so let's see. That would be a noble Decuron. You get so much of this stuff. Let's see. A green noble Decuron piece to item rating 340. And I think that's the max it goes to, right? And it'll use conquest commendations, not FP-1 stabilizers, yeah? Okay, XXX conquest commendations plus credits. I'm just gonna cheat and not care about the credits. I'm just gonna say plus credits. Keep it easy. Keep it sleazy. Okay, I think this is maybe what I was missing because the previous math said it's not worth it to upgrade your blue one. You might as well just shoot for purples, but it might be worth it to upgrade your green one because they're so much more cheaper because they use conquest commendations. Swtorista! Yeah, so Swtor, that's what we're doing. I don't know if I can tell you exactly what we're doing because I don't even know. I'm figuring stuff out. So this just changed about a week ago, and I just got back from vacation like 2 days ago. I was visiting my family in Canada, so I haven't done the math yet. I've seen bits and pieces of people doing the math yet. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think I've seen anyone properly do the math yet, but I could be wrong. I haven't really looked around. I like to do my own math because I often feel like I find stuff that because I'm stupid. I find stuff that is maybe easier, or I have more specific numbers or suggestions. Like I have the exact number of Red Reapers you would have to run. Okay, so this Conquest gear vendor
I've got good suppliers.
is gonna sell me. What's this? Just random Tianese earpiece, okay. I am going to grab a little picture of a green earpiece, or a green implant, whatever. X. Noble Decurion. There we go. I'm gonna disassemble this random Chinese piece so I don't get it confused. And these guys can go too. Ooh! Gloomy 340, how fancy. Got lost? I am not lost. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. 19 OP-1 Catalyst, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Okie dokie. So now I'm going to buy a Noble Decurion Quick Savant device, and it only cost me 10 Conquest Commendations. It's so cheap. Okay. To purchase 324 is 10 Conquest Commendations plus credits. You guys are going to have to figure out credits on your own. It's super cheap. And now when I go to the upgrade vendor, I think we might be onto something here.
Only the best sold here.
Might be onto something. Hey, Jawa Face. Utini! Might be onto something. Okay, then the next one costs 25. And the next one costs 30. And that should be up to 328. Hi. The next one is 330 and costs 30 as well.
Stand for justice. Join the Republic Army. Recruiters are standing by.
Quiet, lady. Next one is 332 and it costs 60, so the price does jump. And I hopefully have it. I think I have a bunch of these just sitting in my inventory, so it's fine. 334 and 60 Conquest Commendations again to get up to 334. Yeah. I probably have this written down somewhere at like the launch of the expansion, but I don't anymore. 60 Conquest Commendations to 338. And 60 to get up to 340. And then it should not be able to get higher. Oop. To 340. And then it stops. It can't get to 344 by itself. Oh my gosh, Jawa Junk, lol. If you combine 81 boxes, the lowest tier upgrade boxes from Flashpoints, you can get one single purple box from the operation vendor. At least I think so from the vendor's combinations. Yes, so I have a little chart that shows that exact process. See? All the way down to 81. 81 Flashpoints. 27 boxes. Into one ricotta box. But from my math so far, it's not worth it. It's worth it just to take the currency. Because you see these little blue spots? These are where it is worth more. Like you could just go buy your ricotta piece straight up by doing 42 flashpoints instead. I'm pointing at the screen like you can see me pointing. 81 weeklies? No. It's not 81 weeklies. Wait a sec. I'm pretty sure I'm right, but that's two different people now. I'm confused. You only get the box from a weekly, right? 27 weeklies can be turned into one ricotta box, right? Because 27 weekly boxes can be turned into 9 Supreme Decurion caches, which can be turned into 3 Kalumi upgrade caches, which can be turned into 1 ricotta cache, right? And the weekly takes 3 flashpoints each. So 27 times 3 is 81. If I'm wrong, someone needs to let me know because everything's drastically incorrect. Does the PvP seasons give you Jawa junk? Big cry, probably not. I saw someone ask me about Jawa junk in... Okay, good. Okay, you're wrong? Okay, good. That's what I want to hear. If I'm wrong, I still want to hear, but I also want to cry about it. If you're wrong, that's good too. That saves some time for sure. I've been away for 2 years, says Michael K. We are only needing to gear up if we're planning on running operations. Yeah, Michael K, if you're not doing anything difficult, like if you just like playing story or story flashpoints, you don't have to worry about it at all. At all. And the guide will be going over that concept for sure. I think that's like one of the first things the previous guide said that I worked on. Okay, so we were writing down upgrades. Scroll back up here. Total. Oh my god, I don't want to add these up because I'm very lazy. Okay, conquest commendations. And we'll just get a column here. Adding. Oh, darn it. Wrong button. Nope. I hate you. Here's all things we upgraded. And we're gonna go to the columnar adding a calculator. That's way too much grinding. Bottom line, right. So I wanted to make sure like people knew what they were in for. So maybe you look at this guide and you finally see these numbers and say, you know what, fudge it, I don't want to. That is also an acceptable, useful use of the guide too. Okay, that's 395. Does that look right? 60, 60, 60, 120, 240, 280, 3. Yeah, 395. Cool. Total 395. Oh, this might be. We might be onto something here. 395 conquest commendations. So 395 conquest commendations is if you were upgrading an accessory from 324 to 340 noble decurion garbage, it would cost you too many windows open 395 conquest commendations, or this is the part that I was using ChatGPT for. That one was helping me a lot. Let's see. Creating algebra formula. I can exchange 400 conquest commendations for 100 FP-1 stabilizers. How many FP-1 stabilizers is worth? No, you don't need to show me the whole match. Just do the division for me. Hey, Dark Lord. Yeah, we just need to divide them. It's not that hard. 98. So about 100. Or about 100 FP-1 stabilizers. Or about... and what's the other math? I can exchange... Go check my bring up at level 80. Exchange currencies. I can exchange 500. Go to the bottom.
Welcome to Carrot
I can exchange
Station.
400 conquest.
Due to increased security levels, all visitors must register with the Central Security Office before using station amenities.
I can. How many? OP-1. OP-1. Catalyst. Worth. Question, is the maintenance an hour later today? It already happened. It already happened. It's all done. It was quite short. It was fixed by the time I even woke up. Aren't you supposed to acquire the stuff by playing the way you like? The grinding thing is optional? Correct. No, absolutely correct. Sabardi pops. So... I guess it really depends what you mean by grinding. So there are so many different activities that you can do to gear up. And you can absolutely do any of them. Like you can do heroics. You can do daily areas. You can do flashpoints. You can do operations. You can do PvP, and I think they're opening that up even more in the next update they mentioned. The things you can't do are like main story and crafting. So basically, role play. Sorry, you don't get any gear for role playing. But you can do any of those. I'm just trying to kind of find out the most efficient way. And I think it is important to talk about what is grinding, because if you're doing it the efficient way, it's going to take a lot less longer than doing inefficient ways. So if you're playing how you want and you decide you just want to run random heroics, it's going to take you like over 1,000 random heroics if you don't play it with any rhyme or reason. And if you want to do that, that is fine. The game will get you there eventually. But I would consider that a lot more of a grind. By a lot. By a lot. I would die if I had to do that. And that's why we put the math out there, to kind of point out like, hey, this way is more efficient if you'd rather do it. Or hey, if you want to combine these two activities, both are pretty efficient. Or hey, this activity is really inefficient. Like, you can do it. Just know that it's not specifically a path towards gearing. So that's why the word grind is kind of weird. 1,000 random flashpoints sounds like a terrible grind to me. Like, it sounds like worse than anything we're talking about right now. Okay. Or 35 OP-1 catalysts. Awesome. About 35 OP-1 catalysts. Okay. So I think upgrading your JR, are you here still? Because JR, this was your idea, and I think you're in the right, I think you're on the right track with this one. So if it costs you only about 35 OP-1 catalysts to get a green bordered 340 Noble Decurion earpiece, and then separately a relic and a relic of your choice, then you could go run veteran mode. Oh, should you try and get 338 instead to bait it? But you should get 338 instead, right? Instead. Not 340, because your other pieces are at 340, right? So either, okay. If you got your 338 green bordered earpiece, then you could go run hard mode Eternity Vault, which is veteran mode, which would reward you with a Kalumi box. And when you open the Kalumi box, it would pick one of your 338 green bordered Noble Decurion pieces to upgrade, because you're baiting it because it's the lowest one. It's the guaranteed upgrade of your lowest piece. Is that what the box is? And because it's an accessory, it would give you a purple bordered 340 piece. Is that how it should work? If so, that is awesome. That is freaking fantastic. That would be just lovely. Like, that is great. That is the opposite of grinding. Your implants have to be 340 plus. I have a question. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think the boxes ignore your implants. Is that correct? Because I remember they had to add this because people kept getting stupid accidental results. Oh, interesting. You have to bait one of the two relics. Right, that would make sense because it's the lowest gear piece, right? JR does say, to be honest, just play, don't grind. It's nice to know you're collecting useful currency. You can better your gear over play. Yeah, I actually don't really recommend people do a lot of these things. Some of the stuff I enjoyed, like the Red Reaper, like 25 runs of Red Reaper was actually pretty fun. Now it's like 59, so I wouldn't recommend it. But I mostly want to show the math, like show what it is. Max level 75. Hey, Mihoru, no, it's level 80 now. 270 is good for level 75, right? Mihoru, if you're level 75, it does not matter. Whatever you have equipped is fine. Level 80 is where things get actually interesting. Okay, so let me write this down. Okay, so part 4. Part 3. Part 3. Part 4. So wait a second. Oh, this only works for accessories because of the boxes. Oh, nice. Lord Zeratros, you're using the Cartel Coin Guide. Nice. Perfect. Define interesting. Oh god, we're going to all die. It was fun. It was fun and difficult. That's what interesting is for me, I guess. Jawa Face says, I would happily skip on the Group Finder bonus Flashpoint weekly if it means I can avoid some Flashpoints I've done way too many times and dislike now. The extra currency is not worth it. Right, and so for example, there's another reason, like, it's fast and it's not grinding, it's a different Flashpoint every time, but you may not enjoy it. Maybe you just want to run Red Reaper 59 times.
Attention.
Personally, I would actually.
Station visitors will be refueled in priority order. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Ricotta, relic, and earpiece. Okay, say, get relics and earpiece. If you, solo, you should now have a full set of 340 blue/purple gear from Hide and Seek. Hooray! No, we don't need to put hooray in the guide. That's just how I feel. Except for your earpiece, your relics, your 2 relics, and your 2 implants. Your implants are part of a different gearing path altogether. Ken Gato says, ugh, Black Talon. Hey there, Faye. Welcome back to the land of the aliving. Imagine if we get a subscription, says Mihoru, by buying with credits in game like World of Warcraft. Yeah, token. It's definitely been brought up before. I don't know if it's something they wanna add. Faye says, damn, she can type. I can type, but I can't type with good accuracy, so it's kind of useless. As I missed a letter right there. Gearing path altogether, and you can kind of ignore them for this guide, though you will want to work on them simultaneously for this gearing guide. Relics and earpiece. The best and easiest way to get 2 relics and an earpiece is to start group operations. The best and easiest way to get 2 relics and an earpiece is to start by buying a Noble Decurion earpiece and 2 Noble Decurion relics of the correct type. So I have a dumb question. When it upgrades your piece, does it give you the same type? Like, I don't remember the names. Relic of Annihilating Decisions, you know? When you get an upgrade from a box, does it give you a... Is it still a Relic of Annihilating Decisions? Oh, I love Scent's stream. He's always at the nighttime. I love his, he's a very fun guy. He's very silly. No, the ear and relic will be random. Oh, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter of the relics. We don't even say the correct type because it doesn't matter, right? But it's to start by buying a Noble Decurion earpiece and 2 Noble Decurion relics with Conquest commendations, and upgrading them at the vendor all the way to 340. You may have even picked some up for free along the way. And which one you have equipped doesn't matter too much. Once... Oh, 338, 338, not 340, 338. We're gonna like bold it, we're gonna underline it. Apparently just the 8, not the rest. Oh! What? Why won't you bold my 3s? You think I care? I'm gonna fight you, word processor. Apparently the 3s are too fat and I can't show the underline. Yeah, you could do the relics too. So this is a kind of different, this is not part of the earpiece trick. This is something different but similar. This is a part 3. Maybe even pick some up for free. Once you have all your gear pieces at 340 and your relic and earpiece at 338. Oh, this is very cheap. This is very cheap. It only takes about, what did I say it was? 400 conquest columns? 400 conquest commendations from start to finish. Start to finish for each piece, which is incredibly easy compared to the previous things you earned. Once you have all your gear pieces at 340 and your relic and earpiece at 338, you can run a weekly veteran mode eternity vault or Karaga's Palace veteran mode. Viva says, new player here. Thank you so much for the Academy videos. Hey, Viva. Oh my gosh, she came in during a terrible time. Don't look at any of this. Don't look. Don't look. I promise I'm not doing terrifying things. I'm doing math and half of it's for my own enjoyment. Oh God, what did I do? What did I touch? Did I get logged out from inactivity? Because I was doing too much math. But welcome back to the game, Viva. I hope you have fun. There's so much fun stuff to explore. We're doing the math from the fun things. Like, how much stuff would you get from them? But we're here every 8 to 10 a.m. Pacific, every weekday. If you ever have any questions, feel free to swing by. Michael says, for someone who works 60 to 80 hours a week, is it worth it to try and get into an RP guild? Thinking of ways to deepen my SWTOR experience and even, meet other players. Michael, that is a great question. I thought you were going to ask about gearing 60 to 80 hours a week, and I was like, no, fuck it. Oh, sorry, SWTOR. Like, don't worry about it. Maybe shoot for your 340 blues very casually over time, but otherwise, no, don't worry about it at all. Roleplay, however, I have a very different answer. So from what I understand, most roleplay guilds, very few of them actually roleplay within the game anymore. If you're playing 60 to 80 hours a week, you may not even have a consistent schedule, so it may be very difficult for you to even get into any, like, live events, you know? Just because they're usually scheduled at normal people hours and you'll probably be at work. You're working 80 hours a week because you're just at work all the time. I'm so sorry. Can I ask what you do, Michael? You don't have to suggest. However, with that said, a lot of, and I've heard most roleplay guilds actually roleplay either over voice chat, which you may have similar problems, but if it's just one-on-one, you can always make a time where it makes sense for both of you if you meet somebody through a guild. Or most importantly, most guilds do play by post. That's such an old term, where you just role play in Discord. And like maybe you have a channel just for you two or your roleplay group or whatever for that specific roleplay, and you can take time replying to each other. Back in the day, we used to use forums and there'd go like days between posts. So do I have any suggestions for roleplay guilds? I do not. They are a lot less frequent than they used to be. I do have the guild finder link. You're an RN. Yeah, perfect, makes sense. Yes, old message board RPs, exactly. It's not quite the same as roleplay in-game, but it might be a lot more your style because you do sometimes have weird downtime as a RN. Not usually, not lately, I've noticed. But if you do, or if you're on lunch, or if you commute on a train, or you are on the turlet, I don't know, you can do your typing on your phone. Yeah. Toilet's best roleplay, what can I say? Get all my best ideas on the turlet. So yeah, I would recommend it, but definitely look for guilds that have that more flexible or like to roleplay through Discord rather than only in game. But like I said, only in game is actually fairly uncommon. Zivim, you were wrong? Wrong about what? What? Nothing. Oh, you're wrong about the implants? So what did you find, Zivim? I think I'm correct in that implants get ignored by the boxes, and they're a special weird case because of the legendary implant grind, the track. They're like... oh, Scruffy! Isn't that from, Futurama? Yeah. I still see RP guilds active in the game here and there on Starforts. Me too! You come across them occasionally. So Lord Zarathos has, the Sith Order, Republic Spec Force, Imperial Black Ops, Jedi Order. So maybe you can find some of those on the SWTOR Guild Finder that I linked for you a few up in chat, and they'll have more information about how you actually can like contact them and stuff like that. Best of luck. Best of luck. I hope you're able to find something that works out for you, because roleplay is really, really immersive. I haven't done it in quite a long time. I kind of moved on from it, I guess. Kind of a weird way to say it, because it's not something I'm like sick of or outgrew. I just so much other stuff in the game to do. Okay, so we're getting our get relics and earpiece. So you get your relic and earpiece to 338. Once you have all your gear at 340 and your relic and earpiece, you can then run a weekly veteran mode Eternity Vault and or veteran mode Karaga's Palace. I have a silly question. So if you're running veteran mode Eternity Vault and or veteran mode Karaga's Palace, and you've got these 338 green earpieces and relics, and you fight Bone Crusher, the first boss of Karaga's Palace, it rolls a dice in the background that's like 1 through 12 or something like that, and it will drop you a piece. If that piece happens to pick your relic or earpiece, would it give you at least a blue relic or earpiece? And would item rating be 338 matching? Hey there, Deep Fried Hugs. I like your name. Have fun. What's your favorite mount in the game and favorite planet? And hey there, Ark. Juano, hi. And Robbie says, I find getting gear is a fun grind. Me too. Like, I like it. I've always been chasing gear. It's fun. I like it. Especially because, like, things go less obsolete in the most recent expansion, which is nice. It's fun. I like doing it. I like feeling like my character is getting stronger. I don't grind it, though. I just do it over time. I try not to feel like I need it right now, because I super don't. So what's your favorite mount? My favorite mount is the... Oh, I'm on it right now! How convenient. I tab in game, and here it is. I really like the Varactile. There's multiple different colors, and I like all of them, but this is a classic one. I remember when they were first adding animal mounts to the game, and I was like, oh my gosh, my dream mount would be the Varactile that goes or, you know? And they added it, and it even makes the sound. What do I need to do? Oh, it's quiet. You know, like this one. This one right here. Listen up. That one right there. I love it. It makes me so happy. So I'm always running around on this one. That's my favorite by far. And there's a bunch of different ones of it. There's different colors. I think somebody's on a similar, it's a Chemilizard. It's kind of the same shape, but a different mount. Oh, I see. They're kind of going for the gold. The gold flash. Who just put it? Oh, stay away from me, Jawas. And what's your favorite planet? I don't know if I have a favorite planet. I really like the planet of Ilum, though. I-L-U-M. Really, really, really pretty. Pretty stars in the sky, and it's nighttime, and there's glaciers and stuff. Okay, so I think you might even just get some blue pieces along the way. Now you can run a weekly veteran mode Eternity Vault and or veteran mode Karaga's Palace. This at the end will reward you with a Kalumi. Oh my gosh, my stomach keeps making noises. I'm scared you guys can hear it in the microphone going. Right, cereal, relax down there. Kalumi upgrade cache. When you open this cache, it looks for your lowest item with a blue Kalumi upgrade cache. Rating cache. Lowest item rating, equipped item, and upgrades it. One rung. And to the quality of the item that matches the box. In this case, it's a Kalumi box, and your lowest blue Kalumi box, and your lowest item rating item should be one of your green 338 pieces. Normally, accessories, however, are a special case. So I have a silly question. Yeah, so if you go in with these 338 earpieces, implants? No, earpieces and relics. And you fight Bone Crusher, and it rolls the dice and randomly picks your earpiece or relic to replace in hard mode, in veteran mode. Wouldn't you get a purple one there? You might not even need the box. It would just be 338. It would be like one rung lower. Like, that would be nice. Accessories, however, are a special case. In operations, accessories including your relics and earpiece actually give you civilian bystander says Bladen says need to get the little mouse droid pet. Missed the sound from the first logging in. If anyone follows the channel, it plays the mouse droid sound. Just saying, if you aren't following the Twitch channel and you want to make the droid sound for Blade and Cursed, when you hit follow, the little droid pops up and goes, that sound. So cute. I was trying to think of something that would be unobtrusive, but I could still hear it. I love that little third. Thank you so much. No, not that one. Yeah, yourself. Yeah, yourself. Thank you. Thank you so much for following so we could hear that little third. In operations, accessories including your relics and earpiece actually give you relics and earpieces in operations. Both bosses and
for House in Rockini!
Not that one either. And upgrade boxes. Both. Oh, God, no, it's not quite what I want to say. In operations, accessories will instead. Accessories including your.
Let's see what we
not
can
that
make
one
of it,
either.
shall we?
Get out of here. Guys are silly. Including your relics and earpiece. When dropped randomly from a boss or more directly
A flesh raider, baby.
not that one either. Directly from an upgrade box will give you a higher
Long
quality
live the new
than
emperor.
other pieces. So if you are expecting a Kalumi blue piece, but it's an accessory, you'll actually get a purple ricotta piece. The best in the game. Wow! Not that one either. Nope. You guys are all wrong. It's dirt. Is the warrior better played dark side or light side? So Jonathan, I don't think there's a right answer to that one especially.
I would like to see the baby.
Not that one either. Okay, listen. You guys can't figure it out, so I'm gonna play a sound for you. Are you ready? You better be. You better be. That's for you guys. Bob! That's something Mr. Swtorista would do. I'm not repeating that out loud, but no. I'm gonna play Star Wars porg noises for you guys. Kiss my butt. What day of the week is it? It's Thursday. It sure is. This is the day after Team Disco Day, so I know where we are. Okay, you'll actually get a purple ricotta piece, the best in the game. We can use this to our advantage by baiting the veteran mode operation drops and upgrade box with our 338 green bordered accessories. You won't be able to control which exact of those accessories you'll get or what type of relic earpiece it is, but you will get a but if you get lucky, you'll get some type of 338 purple relic earpiece from boss drops and a guaranteed
Support the brave soldiers fighting across the galaxy to defend our homes.
Guaranteed and a guaranteed 340 purple relic earpiece from the Kalumi upgrade box. Yeah, this is awesome. This is great. This is fantastic. We've done it. I love the female Inquisitor voice. It's so snarky. I absolutely agree. So fun. She's so deliciously evil and disinterested in your business. It's fantastic. So fun. That makes me crave KFC. Oh, this guy! I've got more of them back there. I know he's very tiny, but that's one right there. That's another porg that's like facing the wrong direction. There's another one I knocked over on the floor. That's enough for a whole KFC bucket, I think. Ah! I just got fake feathers in my mouth when I pretend to eat the porg. Thank you, Rogue Ace Adventure. Cheers. Okay, guaranteed 340 purple relic earpiece from the Kalumi upgrade box. If you don't get the one you need or want, for min maxing, you can either destroy it or throw it in your bank or another character. Then when you do get the one you want, Nerf herder. Hey, Namawi, thank you so much. Then when you do get the one you want, you can just upgrade it a few more steps to 344. Don't forget, you can work your stats around the earpiece you get with hide and seek mods or with ricotta pieces you buy outright later. But you can't easily change your... What is the word for what a relic does? What a relic does. What a relic does. What a relic wants. It's like the equip power. The thing that it does. The proc. Change your relic's proc type. Well, you can't easily change your relic's proc type. So don't waste time upgrading the wrong one. Woohoo! Deconstruct! Deconstruct, not destroy. Destroy, destroy, destroy. What did I write? What did I write? I know I keep writing destroy. Just deconstruct it. Deconstruct it for more OP-1s. Throw it in your bank for another character. Pachoo! Proc. Thank you. That's the correct word. Is the male Inquisitor not cute but deadly, or is that changed to something else? No, that line is still in there. I'm not cute. I'm deadly. Proc. Oh, I didn't even realize that's what proc stood for. Programmable random occurrence. Is that actually? Proc. Hi, was there ever a sale or discount for unlocking hide, helm, or artifact equipment? Hey there. Great question, Slays. Because they've been cycling through the sales there, huh? Oh, a mistaken expansion of the abbreviation proc, which originally came from procedure. Oh, it's a fake acronym. How do you keep up with YouTube and Twitch chats? ADHD-like symptoms. I don't know what to tell you. It took a while at first, but I actually like it. I actually quite like it. I like being able to talk to everybody at once. It's fun. I very much enjoy it for sure. I try and do that the best I can in real life conversations too. If I'm in like a room with people, try and listen to all of them at once the best I can. Let's see. Where are we at for our math? So don't waste time upgrading the wrong one. If you are really scared of running a veteran mode, you can also do the exact same trick in story mode, operations of any kind, and you will at least get a high item rating blue border Kalumi accessory piece, which is also great. Okay. So, oh yeah, Slays was asking, was there ever a sale on the hide helm or artifact equipment? I'm sorry, I got distracted because I was watching two chats at once. So they've been cycling through these sales. We got, I think it was mounts, no, decorations, mounts, armors, weapons. Now it's bundles. There's still a lot of other categories they might cycle through. They're not like running out of categories. They could still do dyes or crystals or toys or emotes or weapon tunings, or I think that's about it. So these items, the appearance options and the consumables section and the unlocked section, they rarely go on sale. I think someone also asked earlier, like, do species go on sale? Pretty much never. It happens occasionally, but it's not frequent at all. It really is not, and I wouldn't like hold your breath for it either. Those specific unlock options, like the artifact equipment or hide helm, those are specifically meant to be there as alternatives to paying money to subscribe, like actual dollars, like no other like way of getting them. You can't like GTN them for the most part. So they kind of want to keep the price stable for those, so that you're not like, I'm not going to subscribe, I'm just going to wait for them to go on sale with cartel points, you know? Thanks for playing an actually good game, Star Wars game, and not Outlaws. I might still play Outlaws. Mr. Swtorista's going to get it. I'm going to watch him play at least. I've heard good things about it, I think, so far. I haven't heard anything terrible yet. Apart from people not liking the pre-order stuff, you know?
Fight for freedom. Stand for justice. Join the Republic Army. Recruiters are standing by.
Who are you sending? Who are you sending KFC to Peru? I feel like I missed something a while ago. Oh, Jalaface. Jalaface is... Okay, gotcha. It's way too glitchy. Oh, that's sad to hear. That's sad. They don't have a character creator. Oh yeah, because you're playing the character, right? It's just like Cal. You don't switch him around in Jedi Fallen Order. Let's see. And then we want to say, how do we get our relics and earpiece? Group operations group. Flashpoints. You could still bait in veteran mode, right? If you don't... if you aren't playing operations, you kind of have two choices to shoot for. Comes to your relics and earpiece. Either blue or purple. Purple will take quite a bit longer, and you could do the same steps we did earlier to earn OP Special and Catalyst by running the group finder flashpoint quest so often. However, a much easier thing to do would be to go get a blue. Get blue earpiece, blue relics / earpiece. The easiest way to do this would be to start by buying a Noble Decurion earpiece and 2 Noble Decurion relics with Conquest Commendations upgraded in Defender all the way to 338. Then, when you play a single group finder weekly, single veteran group finder weekly, the Elite Decurion box upgrade cash reward will automatically give you a Supreme the green Elite Decurion will automatically give you a blue Supreme Decurion 340 earpiece or relic. And you may get lucky and get some blue pieces from the bosses too. Some blue earpieces or relics from the bosses too. Even in veteran mode, due to due to accessories dropping 1 quality higher than expected in veteran mode. In master mode, it just drops blue and it doesn't go higher, sadly. I'd play Outlaws if they actually made it with love. The worlds are pretty on the macro scale, but close of it looks like a PS3 game. The explosions are silly, the guns... Okay, so a lot of the stuff that I've seen about it has been like reviews and stuff like that. I'm waiting until normal people who buy the normal game play it and see what they feel about it. Because I've noticed reviews these days, a lot of them, they're not real reviews. They're more like to get views. And to get views, the best things you can do is say you love something or hate something and why terrible it is. So you kind of have to be careful. So I'm just waiting for more regular people to say they like it or not. That's fair, Swtorista. There's just so much early access full gameplay out there. Right. But a lot of reviewers will pick and choose what they show, like, you know. But I have not heard very good things about it so far, unfortunately, from all the early access stuff. But I am waiting. So lots of people have pre-order stuff that they are already playing it. You'll probably see different content creators already playing it. I think they sent me a key, or I had to apply for a key. But I just wasn't worried about it. I was busy. I have so much stuff to catch up from my vacation for 7.5.1. Okay, due to accessories dropping 1 quality higher than expected in veteran mode. I think that's good. You could... I have to say the same thing about, I don't think I'll even bother going into in-depth about which kinds. If someone just wants to run a single group finder veteran flashpoint to get their earpiece and relics to 340, then I doubt they care about min-maxing. Blue 338. Due to accessories dropping one quality higher than expected in veteran mode. Okay, cool. So that's super easy. And then solo. Solo. What would be... what do we say the things that we can do solo? You could do veteran mode Red Reaper. Solo. You could always just stick to green relics. Getting your earpiece and relics as a solo player is a bit funky.
Is there an old junker taking up space in your hangar bay? Donate it to the Resource
There an old
Reclamation
junker?
Initiative today.
Is there a junker? If you have hide and seek 340 mods, I saw there was a question. Oh right, so Bladen had a question about implants. Would you not need to have implants at or above 336? From what I understand, the upgrade boxes ignore implants. What about the bosses? Do they ignore implants too? Like they don't drop implants? I don't think the upgrade boxes drop implants because they want you to go get your legendary implants the other way. If you, how do I get to, if you have hide and seek? How do I find that question, that comment, that original one? I see, I have no idea. It must have been way up there and I lost it. I'm sorry. That's okay. I'll be fine. Pineapple Express on YouTube has a playthrough if you want a slightly spoiler version to see what it's like. Oh yeah, just like pure gameplay is always nice to see. Always nice to see. I do remember that people who were getting early access didn't have the actual game. They were playing it through like shadow play or something like that. They were playing it through streaming, which is always going to be a little worse of an experience. So you have to take it with a grain of salt for sure too. Outlaws just looks like typical Ubisoft open world game to me. I mean, that's fine, probably, right? Like, there's plenty of people who probably enjoy games like that. Plus Star Wars. A lot of people say they like Star Wars because it's an MMO Star Wars and don't really care too much about the specifics. If that's enough for you, Fun Smuggler's Story probably is enough for Mr. Swtorista. He'll probably go check it out. He plays a lot more games than me. I'm like really picky about the ones I play outside of Star Wars: The Old Republic because I don't like... I don't know. I don't have a lot of time to play, I guess. So I play only the best around. No other video games are going to get me down. Okay, so... solo. Getting your earpiece and relic solar is a bit funky. If you want, you can shoot for blue Supreme Decurion pieces. Just like we did before when getting our single blue piece. Either doing veteran mode, Red Reaper solo stealth, or heroics, or dailies, or conquest. Or if you are... Oh no, we said... but the cost for getting a purple is roughly the same. So you might as well shoot, purchase, and upgrade a purple one instead. A lot of people are also upset that there's supposed to be an open world Star Wars game with lots of customizations. Oh, but that's not what this is, yeah. Bladen says, once I got the 340 mods, I only look at relics ears to save for alts. Nice. Even change the loot discipline to try and get 10 kilo relics if needed. Yeah, this is, gearing up alts is a whole different conversation. This is more like for somebody who just reached level 80 kind of thing, you know? Little Tweeter says, Ubisoft are the masters of average 7 to 10 games to sit down and chill. And yeah, that's like a perfectly fine demographic of game, right? Video games are supposed to be just fun. I'm just picky. I'm just picky. I only play Baldur's Gate and nothing else. Baldur's Gate and Outer Wilds. Do I still have that games that Swtorista like? Is that a command? I need to make it into a command and add Baldur's Gate 3. But yeah, I'm waiting for the more general normal people consensus on it. For example, Wukong was like a surprise out of nowhere, kind of. It shouldn't have been, but it was, and a lot of people seem to be enjoying it. I haven't even like barely looked into it yet at all. Okay, if you would like to be done and are sick of gearing, you can instead go and grab a noble Decurion, a green bordered noble Decurion piece, and from the vendor if you don't already have one, and just upgrade it to 340 to item rating 340, and just upgrade it to item rating 340. This is a very short process and won't take you long at all. Okay, so compared to the other stuff. Seek. And a 340 relic and 340 relics and earpiece of any kind. You've accomplished a lot and we'll have some of the best gear in the game. If you got this far as a solo player, I really wouldn't recommend shooting for a full set of ricotta gear. This is because each piece will take roughly the same amount of time as the first purple piece. You're nuts! And you have 12 pieces total. However, I do recommend working on getting better relics and the earpiece. However, if you decide to, I recommend working on getting better relics and a better earpiece. And you might as well shoot for purple since it takes roughly the same amount of time as blue. Each relic and each earpiece will cost roughly $6.75. Okay. Appreciate wind up with plenty of OP-1 catalysts. So we need to adjust this a bit. Here, I highly recommend working on earning or buying and upgrading. If you already have your 344 ricotta relics and earpiece, if you wanted to do the full rest of the set, you would need to run. So I'm gonna bring it down to 10. So minus the relics. Oh no, sorry. Times 10. Times 10. Times 10.
Attention.
Times 10.
Fuel rationing is in effect.
10.
Station visitors will be refueled in priority order. We apologize for any
In addition to simultaneously working on your legendary implants with tech fragments, if you want to do the full rest of your set ricotta, you would need to run. Okay, I think we may have gotten it. I think we may have done it. Oh my gosh, JR, thank you so much for pointing out the boxes accessories. Other people were pointing out the boxes, and I'm like, the math ain't very good, I don't think. And it's less flexible, and it's more annoying, and you have to keep better track of everything. Oh, yes. Alice Duke says, sorry, been away for a while. Who's your main in SWTOR? That's actually this character right here. This is my character, Saya. She is... Did one of you guys find me on the fleet? Hi. Was there somebody else that's throwing Jawas around? I saw him. I saw him out of the corner of my eye. I saw Jawa. Was it one of you or was it just a random passerby? This is my character, Saya. She's a Vanguard tank. She's in a very dark location. Ah! Who did that? I see you. I see you. Is it you? I don't see anybody. Who is that? Who is that? Look at this poor little Jawa on the floor right here. Look at him. Look at... Oh, that's not him. Here, you guys gonna stare at this. Baldur's Gate 3! Would be nice if Broadsword add a mission where your character hits 80, suggesting you head to the fleet supply section gear vendors. Well, a lot of people when they hit level 80, they'll still just be doing this story, and you don't really want to interrupt people from their enjoyment of whatever they're doing right now for something that they might not enjoy and don't really need right away. But yes, it would be nice if there was a little more direction for level 80 gearing for sure. That's something, I don't know specifically about gearing, but helping you learn about the different parts of the game is something World of Warcraft does really well. We just finished the Dragonflight main story. I'm level 66. This is my first character ever. I'm leveling super fast. The next set of quests literally just leads you around. Here's the reputation vendor. Here's the blacksmith. Here's the gearing vendor. Here's the reputation vendor in the other area. You know, like it's super like holds your hand through it as part of the actual quest after the main quest is done. If you have random WZ-1 drops, you can get 336 relic almost free quickly. Right, I think I talk about this a little in the other guide. You can PvP to victory, go for it. But yeah. Most people who are looking up a gearing guide probably aren't also randomly PvPing. Just a guess. Don't encounters change with your level with level syncing? Sort of. If you're wearing better gear for your original level, you will have better stats at a lower level. One of the biggest culprits of this is, like, let's say you're level 80, but you're wearing only level 70 gear, like too low of level gear, and then you go to like Tatooine and it's like level 30 there, you won't be able to hit anything because they'll be like, why does your gear suck for your level? Here, suck at a low level too. That's how it works in general. I try not to give too much advice about level syncing because it's very strange how it works, and I don't like have the math for it or anything like that. But yeah, random parabola. If you have any random currency in general, it's awesome. I think I read somewhere that they're adding more options for exchanging PvP stuff too. Hang on. It was like something like if you get 3 PvP boxes. Yeah, PvP players in a future update can convert 3 Thursian upgrade caches to 1 Kalumi upgrade cache. So yeah, even if you're playing PvP, you can go right over to the Kalumi track there. I don't know if it's worth it, but could be useful for sure. Haven't done the math for that. Not gonna do it till it's out. Okay, I think we've got our plan. Oh my gosh. How many freaking pages is this? This is terrible. I hate it so much. This is your guys' fault. I'm going to break this up into a solo guide and a fastest group guide. Oh, I never PvP, but I get random WZ-1 drops on a regular basis. Oh, I see what you're saying. Right, because they just come off the ground. I've got 1,100. I was playing quite a few Warzones before, but I don't know what I would have been spending the tokens on. I don't know if I have the upgrade track here, so we could take a quick look and see. I don't mind spending my gear tokens for writing that down real fast.
Anything a soldier needs, some things he doesn't.
Let's see. Oh, that's right. You could, unfortunately, I don't think it goes up to 340, so you can't hide and seek it. You could in the past, I think. Okay, let's see. But it could help you jump through some hoops, you know? Oh man, that's the new speeder. That person pressing Alt-Z, it's pretty distinctive sound. It's kind of cool. I think I'll actually get that bundle. The mount's really neat, and the price is good. And I'm gonna play for 6 months for sure. And I might as well get the cartel coins because I'm kind of running low. Okay, let's see. What is the date for that? When does that end? It's September something or other, right? That it's expiring? The special bundle? Okay, so if I was buying... Oh, I'm sorry. I use an earpiece as a comparison. So you start at 322? Oh my god. Hang on. Where's that other guide of mine? We're gonna grab this. Thank you. And ooh! Here. Put it here. We're gonna say max 336, right? So conquest commendations are gonna be called. That's a really good point. I think I would like to put that in there because you do get quite a few just kind of as you go, you know. But it's only worth doing.
Across the galaxy to defend our homes. Buy Republic war bombs.
It's only worth doing if you like have enough for all of them. Otherwise, you're just kind of wasting your time. 50-1 accelerant with our other methods that we're talking about. Dash 1 accelerant, yes. And then we'll erase whatever number this is. XXX! And then we also need to say not available 338 to 340. Not available 336 to 340. And it costs how much to start? What did we say? 60? Oh, only 40. And credits. 40. Oh, you put sparkle on me? Here you go. So beautiful. So graceful. So majestic. So temporary. Able to carry on, and we'll put Deersian? That's what it's called. 40, and then how much is it to upgrade it? Oh, I did remember that if I don't, I can actually sell that Noble Decurion piece back, and it'll give me all my commendations back, and it goes all the way back through the track. It's kind of awesome. And I'll get all the currency I spent earlier testing stuff back. Nice! Okay, I need to make sure to do that with the Thirstian too. So it cost me 40 to start, and then I need to talk to the upgrade vendor, who should have just that one piece. So it's 40 to go to 324, which I need to purchase at 322. Was that 40 again? Oh my gosh, I already forgot. Hang on.
Feel free to browse.
Life choices. Okay, 322 to 324 is 40. And purchasing it was 40. 22 to 324. Okay. Purchase. 324 to 326. Also 40. Oh yeah, they're really not that expensive, huh? The next one is 40 as well. Ta-da! The next one is 50. 50. Next one is 50 to 332. Nice. To 334 is 50. $336 is, oh, I didn't look at the number. 336 is 50. And that's where it should stop, unless I'm confused. Okay, it stopped. Okay, so who's the player who said they did this? That was a random parabola. There's not really much use for this, though. Because you can't upgrade it past 336. And I think it would be better and cheaper in the long run if you instead went and bought that little green piece. Oh, that would be good for a solo. No, but a solo player's not doing PvP. I think it would be better to spend those conquest commendations, just a little bit of them. And then get that blue one, the Kalumi, and then you can go all the way up to 340. I always convert my WZ currency to more valuable currency. Yeah, unfortunately you can only change it to tech frags if I remember right. And it doesn't sound like that's changing in the future either. That is really nice to just get a 336 purple earpiece and, you know, just like ready to go, all done. Super easy. Not necessarily useful to our end goal here though, today. Specifically what we're doing today. I'm going for exchange. Exchange currencies. Here we go. So yeah, you can't really... Oh, I don't even have the WZ ones on here because you can't exchange them for anything? Or did I just forget to write down that you could exchange them for anything? To be fair, when I first started this new guide, I forgot they existed. I forgot there was a PvP gearing track at all. Just completely. And I was so mad. I was like, what do you mean there's a 5th currency? So bag of 200 tech fragments. I should add that right here. Hey there, me bunny. Hi, hi. Okay, so we're going to make it really cheesy, though. We're not going to put the image insert row below. 200 WZ-1 accelerant. We can go back and clean this up later. Exchange. Oh gosh. Type fast but not accurate. Not useful. 200 WZ-1 accelerants for 200 tech fragments at the PvP gear vendor, which is in the combat section of the fleet. I think I would actually say that as would probably be a better use of your any random accelerants that you got. I'm so much Jawa. I'm Jawa to death. Vicky Jawa. Here, enjoy. Here, have this Jawa right here. We'll be your friend. We'll share. There's also Edgelord McEdge. Very solid name for a trooper character over here. There's back neck? Sure. You know what? I'm absolutely done. I'm absolutely done. But I think I am done, not because I'm sick of the math, which I may be a little bit at this point. No promises. But I think we figured it out. I don't think there is anything more to it. Don't forget to sell back the earpiece. Oh, thank you so much. You're so very kind. Thank you. Let me do that real fast before I go. But thank you guys so much for joining us. We're here every morning, 8 to 10 a.m. Pacific. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. Maybe we'll go do Bessie. Maybe we'll go do Star Fortress. Maybe we'll go do Eternal Championship. I don't know. Maybe we'll go gear up. Maybe I need to gear up. Maybe I need to make my plasma tech. I kind of do, actually. Quick question. Your website in dark mode. You cannot read what you type in the search. Oh, no. That's terrible. Blade and Cursed. Do you know how to go report issues in the Swtorista website Discord? I'm not going to remember. I'm leaving. I'm leaving this realm of Earth to go somewhere where there's no math. That's something I can fix, but I have to add it to the list. Oh my gosh. Okay, who are we going to go see hi? Who are we going to go say hi to? I think we might go say hi to Kitty Kisses we haven't seen in a while. Okay, here we go. Raid Kitty Kisses. And any of you still working on your Twitch drops? Kitty Kisses will take good care of you there too, for sure. Bye. See ya. Have a great day.